This is lesson number 3, in which I will try to combine the knowledge that came from different perspectives, different research stream. And I will put it in a model of value creation in mergers and acquisitions. I would like to remind you that one stream look on premium, paying premium as a main reason for a failure. The other stream look on strategic fit, on synergy potential, and put in consideration all the strategic motives for mergers and acquisitions. And the third stream said maybe they pay the right amount of money with no premium. And maybe according to the second stream, there is synergy potential. But if managers do not take in account the human factor, maybe the merger will fail. So how can we put all these three together? All these three are in this model, which also you have in the material of the course. This model shows 3 parts, starting from left and going to right. The first part is focus on planning process, the second part on the negotiation process, and the third part on the implementation process. The first part start with strategic planning. Mergers and acquisitions should be part of the strategic planning of a company. Only then they will consider it as important way to achieve goals. The best situation is that there are several companies, several candidates that a buying company will consider as targets, and they will try to sort out what is the best alternative for acquisition. And the next part will be a financial evaluation that most of the companies do, but some companies don't include the strategic evaluation in the process. And this is very important to decide about the acquisition. All this is the beginning. The next part is the negotiation. Negotiation requires also planning phases, stages of negotiation. And after that, there are some agreement stages that we will discuss later in next lessons, next chapters. Finally, there is importance to decide what is the integration approach of mergers and acquisition. Not all acquisitions will follow the same way of integration. So this is a very important consideration. And during the integration process, there is a need to consider all the human resource part, all consideration, and this includes communication to inside of the organization and outside of the organization, HR practices, leadership consideration, and trust that is very important. A very important consideration is to see that 2 factors that we mentioned before, synergy potential and cultural differences, are here, and you can see that these 2 factors influence each stage of the process. They will influence the screening of candidates and decide what is the best candidate for acquisition. They will consider financial evaluation and strategic evaluation. They should be part of the negotiation, where the buying company have to consider and evaluate again if the target company is good enough, and it should enter to the agreement stages. We will discuss it later. Then they are essential for the decision what integration approach to use in any specific merger, and the decision on the integration approach is based on cultural differences and synergy potential, and also all consideration of communication, HR practices, trust, and so on are influenced by the synergy potential and the cultural differences. All this we will learn in the next lessons.